What happens when a rising star chooses silence over celebration? When family calls go unanswered, and all that matters is proving your worth on the biggest stage in football? Shedeur Sanders, once a top quarterback prospect, is shutting out the world to chase a single dream, and it's not just about making the NFL, it's about conquering it. Let's dive into the intense journey of a young man who went from college hero to fifth-round pick, from hype to heartbreak, and who now finds himself on a mission to silence the doubters. Not with words, but with results. Shedeur Sanders is entering the NFL with a fire that's been stoked by disappointment. As he prepares for his first full-team practice with the Cleveland Browns, his mindset is clear. No distractions, no excuses, just football. The former Colorado quarterback, who once stood tall as a projected first-round pick, found himself waiting until the fifth round to hear his name called. The fall was steep and the message was loud, but instead of talking back, Shedeur is letting his work speak for itself. He's not scrolling through his phone. He's not chatting it up with friends. He's not even answering calls from family. Sanders has gone into full lockdown mode, laser-focused on proving he belongs in Cleveland's quarterback room. And it's not an easy room to break into. With Super Bowl veteran Joe Flacco expected to start and Kenny Pickett slotted in as backup, Sanders must compete with Gabriel, another rookie and fellow draftee, for the third-string role. But if there's one thing Sanders has never shied away from, it's a challenge. Since arriving in Ohio, Sanders has been buried in the Browns' playbook, dedicating nearly every moment to mastering the system. The grind hasn't gone unnoticed. While others might be celebrating or decompressing after the draft, Sanders is already acting like a professional, preparing to lead even from the bottom of the depth chart. It's that mentality, that hunger, that sets him apart. There's a symbolic edge to his jersey choice, too. Shedeur wanted number 2. The number that defined him in college, but when that wasn't available, he chose number 12, an intentional tribute to Tom Brady. Brady, someone Shedeur has looked up to for years, has had an indirect but powerful influence on his development. When asked recently if he's spoken to Brady, Shedeur's answer revealed the depth of his focus. He hasn't even talked to his own family since the draft. "I haven't talked to him since the draft," Sanders said. "I've mainly just been focusing on the team, everybody that's currently around me, the coaches on the team. I haven't really been on my phone much or talking to many people. I really don't even talk to my family. It's one of those situations where I just have to lock in, stay focused on what's present now." That kind of mindset might seem extreme to some, but for Sanders it's necessary. The NFL doesn't hand out second chances easily, especially not to quarterbacks drafted after 5 others. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Show, Jalen Milroe, and Gabriel were all picked before him. It was a tough pill to swallow, but rather than complain or question the process, Sanders embraced the adversity. He's using the draft day snub as fuel, determined to outwork, outlast, and outperform the competition. He's also heeding the advice of his longtime teammate and close friend Travis Hunter, who was drafted 2nd overall. Hunter, now under the spotlight himself, reminded Sanders that leadership isn't about draft position, it's about attitude. "We definitely got to be leaders, especially me," Hunter said. "I was the number 2 overall pick, so I got to come in and be a leader. Shedeur, he's got to go in there and work, earn his job just like me. But he's also got to go in there and be the head of the offense, so he's got to go in there and be a leader." That leadership quality was something Shedeur carried all through college, and now he's bringing that same energy to Cleveland. Even as a 4th-string quarterback on the depth chart, he's conducting himself like a starter, because in his mind, that's exactly what he plans to become. The Browns made headlines by trading away the 2nd overall pick, opting instead to build for the future with a first-rounder down the line and selecting defensive tackle Mason Graham at 5th overall. Still, many fans believed Shedeur and Hunter would reunite in Cleveland. While that dream only partially came true, Shedeur isn't dwelling on what could have been. He's focused on what's in front of him, a playbook, a practice field, and a mountain to climb. For Shedeur Sanders, this journey isn't about fame, social media, or even family approval. It's about legacy. It's about proving that talent runs deeper than draft rankings, that leadership isn't handed out, it's earned. As the Cleveland Browns gear up for the season, one of their most intriguing stories isn't in the headlines, it's in the shadows, grinding, learning, preparing. Shedeur Sanders may have been the 6th quarterback taken, but if he has anything to say about it, he'll be the one everyone remembers. The silence? That's just the calm before the storm. Stay locked in because this rookie is just getting started.